Good afternoon, Franklin. Welcome back to our Power of Color series, Day 3. We have another episode packed with motivation and inspiration. In the last 2 days of the series, we learned about the artistic contributions African Americans made, like music, dance, and literature. We also saw how they continue to be game changers in American pop culture, and we can't forget about our amazing live performances by Shireen, Alicia, Isabel, Jabzeel, and Kayla. Today, in this episode, we have our principal, Mrs. Clark, joining us in a Teen Summit conversation on the power of color with some of our Want TV cast and crew. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
Mike Brown never gone. Sandra Bland understand. Keeping everybody walking. Lord, they so infirm. Do black lives really matter, or does this statement make you feel immensely anxious? So much so that you pull triggers, then point fingers, taking all of our kings and queens and making them angels. How do you begin to blame us for the anguish caused by your government gangsters? Of course you took the chains off, but in your eyes that still didn't change us. Especially when the men in blue carry themselves like Walker, Texas Rangers, ready to hang us. It's 2016 and I'm surprised we still ride on the same bus. I guess whether you're buying Skittles or selling CDs, being black is very dangerous. You see, this is how it feels to be black in America. To be constantly ridiculed but never lacking in benevolence. To be celebrated for your talents and etc. but hunted like a predator. This is how it feels to be black and American. To be your own virus, but at the same time, your own medicine. Y'all be strong, radiate love. Hare Krishna.
There are major developments tonight in the case of a neighborhood watch captain in Florida who shot and killed an unarmed 17-year-old.
The judge has decided not guilty on all of the charges.
Somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
Good afternoon, Franklin High School. It is a pleasure to be here on One TV. I want to thank you guys for taking this moment to come down and join me. One TV has been doing a wonderful job for the past few days, focusing on the power of color. Today, I have Wesley, Kayla, Jariah, and Rakaya joining me. We will have a discussion on being African American in today's millennium. Hi guys, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you guys excited?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want us to just really dig deep down inside and really think about what it is to be African American in today's society. I have a few questions. Please share, and let us let the world know what this experience is like, because it is a wonderful experience. First question. Describe what being an African American is like in this millennium.
I'll answer that question to start off.
Okay.
I think being African American in the new millennium, it's like great because we have a lot of opportunities and technology around us to succeed, especially in like your certain path that you want to go down. So for us, like us being in film, we have a lot of like actresses and actors and directors out there that are successful. So that's just motivation for us to do better and to surpass them and to be like, we're the same race and we're both succeeding. So it's like great.
Excellent. Wesley?
Yeah, and I feel like our generation is like, we're kind of in the middle of it all. Like, our ancestors were they started it all. Now we have to carry it on for the next generations to come and to come. So I feel like we have to keep passing the torch, and that's what our job is. So yeah.
Okay, that was great. A different question. Whose shoulder are you standing on that has impacted you to be the person you are today and the person you aspire to be?
Here we go. Well, for me, I stand on the shoulders of my mother, who is a single mother, and she works hard. She busts her tail every night to make sure that I have a roof over my head, I have clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, and food on the table. And she always taught me that in order to be successful, whatever that may be, you must work hard. Hard work beats talent in every aspect. She also taught me that it's important just to be me, to be Jariah, because you're not Jariah. We're all completely different. So be true to who you are as a person.
You gotta go ahead.
For me, it's my father, because first of all, he's not even an American citizen. Well, now he is, but he's not from America. He immigrated from St. Vincent, which is a small Caribbean island. And when he came here, he got a job at the MTAs, which is transit. And he started as an internship, but he worked his way all through the cracks and all that. And he's now second in charge, which is assistant chief executive, or some long name. But and the way, like Jariah said, the only way we can get there is hard work. He reads all his books about trains and stuff like that. He studies and all that, and it pays off. Now look at where he is now. His bosses are now his workers. So I stand on the shoulders of my dad because he inspired me to work hard and do the best that I could, so I could keep that thing in the field.
And also, we stand on the shoulders of MLK, Barack Obama, Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, because it was their vision that brought us this far.
The backbone.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
So do you think that the fact that these individuals have paved the way, is it easier for you, or do you think that the hard work still continues?
It definitely continues. I feel like it's easier because if you think about the table, they carved out a path so that we can have a seat at the table. I mean, the work is not done just yet. We still have a lot of ground to still cover, but I feel like they've brought us this far. Now it's up to us. You know, it is easier. It is.
It's never going to be completely easy either, because like we can't just get comfortable where we're at right now, because there's always more we can keep doing. So we can't get too comfortable with saying, all right, well, they did it, so like we can just chill and let them keep going. Like, no, it's time for us to step up and to like let them know like their work is just not taken for granted. Like, we appreciate it, so we're going to like keep working hard ourselves as well.
Yeah. And plus there's always like a new obstacle to overcome. So it's not like, it's not like we don't have anything. We have stuff to overcome as well.
So that's life. That's real life. There's always going to be obstacles, ups and downs. What progress have you seen in your lifetime that African Americans can continue to make an impact in America?
This is mostly on media that you see all the accomplishments of African Americans. Like in the past Olympics, we had I don't want to say first, but a very good African American swimmer who got some medals. I'm not sure which, and then we also had a Muslim African American fencer, which is very different, not seen before. So we're breaking boundaries every day. And you see that in the media, and it inspires you to do, like, okay, if they can do that, I could do this. I could be the first black president or something like that. So, yeah.
Even in just our school, we have a lot of African American teachers that are breaking like these barriers. We have a black principal, yourself. We have Mr. Porter, Ms. Smith Richardson, Mr. Penix, and so forth.
Okay, so in thinking about that, what are some of the hurdles and challenges that young African Americans face today?
I think for me personally, being African American female, it's just like I have two things I have to prove people wrong for. So it's one, the fact that I'm a girl, so it's like guys are supposed to be better than us. And then the other fact is that I'm an African American female, so it's another thing that like pushes us to the back burner automatically. So I feel like for me, I have to like step up just to prove everybody wrong. That would just be like, oh, it's just that black girl. No, like I'll be that black girl, like the 4.0, like scholarships on the table. Like that's what I want to be.
Excellent. Any other comments, Rakaya?
Also that there's a lot of stereotypes. People think that as an African American, you're expected to be a basketball player or a football player. There's African American politicians, African American entrepreneurs, and so like the sky's the limit, and we're not limited to just athletics.
Our only obstacle and our only hurdles are the ones that we place there for ourselves. We can't limit ourselves. We have to go beyond that in order to succeed.
So with that being said, this is our final question. How can you, as the next generation of African Americans, contribute to the changes we need in America?
Just staying true to who we are and realizing that it's not just us. We have to include everybody in our conversation. We've gotten this far, and the only way that we can begin to progress and get even farther is if we include people who are Asian and Hispanic and white in the conversation, so that we can progress as a people, as a human race, and as a nation.
And I also think that we get like too stuck in the idea of like it's a competition between races, and we need to like, okay, yes, it is a competition because like you still want to be like good at what you're doing, but also like you're gonna need someone else from a different race to help you get where you need to go, because you're not gonna automatically be in a business with like all black people. So there's gonna be like different races in there. So you need to be able to work with everybody, incorporate everybody's ideas for it to be successful, basically.
Well, we are almost out of time. I want to thank you guys for sharing a piece of you with us. We really appreciate it. This is only part one of our 2 discussion parts. Tomorrow, we will be inviting some more guests to talk about the different races and how we do come together and be successful in the future. I thank you guys. We will continue with this theme. And what is it? The power of color. Franklin, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful afternoon.